A lot of 2.7 EcoBoost owners think they dodged the cam phaser problem that's cost 3.5 owners $3,000 to $4,500 apiece. For years, they were right. I've pulled enough of these front covers off both engines to tell you exactly where that used to be true, and exactly where it stopped being true. The 2.7 isn't immune anymore, and unlike the 3.5, there's no Ford warranty extension standing behind it. Ford's own service message, SSM52447, covers 2020 through 2024 F-150S and Broncos with the 2.7 or 3.0 EcoBoost for a cold start rattle that traces back to the same stuck cam phaser locking pin that started the 3.5's whole warranty program. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what Ford's document says, why 90,000 miles is the number that actually matters here, and what to do before that number arrives. Ford's already proven it knows how to handle this exact failure. In 2021, it ran Customer Satisfaction Program 21N03, extending warranty coverage to January 1st, 2023 for 3.5-liter cam phaser noise, replacing all 4 VCT units and reprogramming the PCM at no cost on 2017 through 2020 F-150S, Expeditions, Navigators, and Raptors. That program exists because enough 3.5 owners hit the same failure Ford is now describing in writing for the 2.7 and 3.0. The 2.7 has no equivalent program, not an extended warranty, not a customer satisfaction campaign, just a service document telling technicians how to fix it once you're already paying for the diagnosis. I need to be fair here. The 2.7's version of this problem is genuinely rarer than the 3.5's ever was, and that's probably exactly why there's no CSP yet. A program like 2.1N03 gets written once enough complaints pile up to justify the cost of running it, not before. That doesn't change what it costs the owner it happens to. It's not evidence Ford is hiding something on purpose. It's evidence the count hasn't hit whatever threshold triggers the next one. That's cold comfort if you're the one it happens to, but it's the honest version of why the gap exists. Why your 2.7 rattles for 5 seconds every cold morning. Ford's document is specific: a ticking, tapping, or rattle-type noise from the top front cover area on startup after the truck has sat 6 hours or more, lasting 2 to 5 seconds. That's not a vague description. That's the signature of a cam phaser locking pin stuck in the unlocked position. When the engine shut off last time, that pin was supposed to lock the phaser in place. If it's stuck, the phaser has nothing holding it still until oil pressure rebuilds on the next start, and it rattles against its own timing components until that happens. Here is where it gets interesting. This is the identical failure mode that put the 3.5 into a warranty extension program. Same locking pin, same oil pressure dependency, different engine, and so far, a completely different level of Ford's own accountability for it. Same mechanism that turned into a free repair on one engine, and so far, a customer pay repair on yours. That's the gap this whole video is about. What Ford actually admitted, in writing: SSM52447 isn't a rumor, and it isn't a leak. It's Ford's own internal service message, covering 2020 through 2024 F-150S and 2021 through 2024 Broncos with the 2.7 or 3.0 EcoBoost. That includes the Bronco Raptors 3.0, which shares the same basic VCT architecture as the F-150's 2.7, even though the displacement's different. Same phaser design, same locking pin failure, same document covering both. It tells dealership technicians the root cause, a stuck internal VCT component, and the fix. Replace all 4 variable camshaft timing units, following the workshop manual, build under causal part 6C525. And it gets worse. A document like this exists specifically because enough of these engines came in with the exact same complaint that Ford had to standardize the diagnosis and the repair path. This isn't Ford predicting a problem. This is Ford describing one that's already happening in writing right now. And that page was never written to protect your wallet. It was written to standardize a repair order. The number that actually matters isn't a failure rate, it's the calendar. This is where most people get it completely wrong. They go looking for a failure percentage, some statistic that tells them the odds. The number that actually decides what this costs you is your F-150's basic powertrain warranty, 5 years or 60,000 miles, standard on every one of these trucks. Past that window, this repair is yours, whether it happens at 61,000 miles or 160,000. By 90,000 miles, the overwhelming majority of these trucks are sitting well outside that coverage, with no customer satisfaction program behind them the way the 3.5 has. I had a 2021 F-150 come in at 71,000 miles, right at the edge of that 5-year clock. The owner had heard the rattle for months and mentioned it once at an oil change, but nobody wrote it down. The clock ran out 3 weeks later. Same 4 phasers, same fix, and now a $2,800 bill with no coverage to point back to. Result? If you're at or approaching that mileage and you've heard even a hint of that cold start rattle, this is the moment to get it documented, not the moment to wait and see. A phone call and a service write-up while there's still any chance of goodwill coverage versus a repair bill with nobody but you to pay it. That is the choice. Now here's the part of this video that actually matters more than the rattle itself. This document has existed since Ford started seeing this complaint, and the overwhelming majority of 2.7 owners have never heard of it because there's no recall notice, no letter in the mail, nothing that shows up unless you go looking for it yourself. Hit subscribe now because the rest of this video is exactly what to do with that information. Starting with what this repair actually costs if you're the one paying for it. What this actually costs when there's no program behind it. Stay with me, because this is where the 2.7 situation gets worse than a simple part swap. Reaching these phasers isn't a valve cover job. Ford's own fix pulls the engine to work on it outside the truck, the same procedure the 3.5's program used before that one became free. Parts alone for 4 VCT units aren't the expensive part here. The labor is, and shops are, quoting these jobs in the $1,500 to $3,500 range, depending on what else turns up once the front cover is off. If a timing chain or guide looks marginal while everything's already apart, doing it in the same visit adds maybe $200 in parts to avoid a second full teardown later. Result? The same failure that cost a 3.5 owner nothing extra to fix under 2.1 N03 can cost a 2.7 owner up to $3,500 for the identical repair on the identical part for the identical reason. That is the trade. Ford's coverage decision put you on the wrong side of. How to actually protect yourself before this shows up. But don't stop there, because there's a real action here, not just a warning. First, listen for it on purpose. A cold engine that's sat 6 hours or more. First startup, 2 to 5 seconds of tick or rattle up top. Second, if you hear it inside your powertrain warranty window, get it on a service write-up immediately, even if it clears up after a few seconds. A documented complaint while under warranty is worth more than a clean truck with no paper trail once you're out of it. Third, some owners report that turning the key to the on position and letting it sit 20 to 30 seconds before actually starting the engine gives oil pressure a head start on locking the phaser. It isn't a guaranteed fix, and I won't tell you it is, but it costs nothing, and several owners say it's quieted the rattle. Fourth, if you're shopping for one of these used, ask the seller directly whether it's ever made the noise, and ask to start it cold yourself before you agree to anything. A seller who's driven it every day for a year may genuinely not think to mention a 5-second morning tick they've stopped noticing. None of this replaces asking Ford directly, in writing, whether a customer satisfaction program is coming for the 2.7 the way one eventually came for the 3.5. Result? A documented complaint and a 30-second habit, free, versus finding out at 95,000 miles that nobody wrote any of it down. That is the choice. The 2.7 earned its reputation as the EcoBoost that dodged this problem, fair and square, for years. That reputation is now older than the engine's actual track record. Ford's own service message proves they know that. The only question left is whether they extend the same coverage to this engine that they already extended to the other one. And until they do, the paperwork is on you to create. Comment your build date, your mileage, and whether you've heard that cold start tick. I want a real count of how many of these are already out there against how many trucks are still quiet. Which extended warranties actually cover a 4-phaser engine out repair without an argument, and which ones write around it in the fine print. That's the next video. Get that answer before this one ever shows up on your truck.